Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We are going to be talking about the Wednesday slate on January 17th for the NBA. We've got 10 games. It's looking like a lot of the more elite teams are playing not as good of opponents. So we do have some potential blowouts for a lot of the big names. But we do have 4 plays for you that we're excited about for first look. And before we get into the plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. They're going to match what you put on, so they'll give you $200 if you deposit the whole 100, as long as you throw that code in there. So make sure you put that in. They will hook you up with the deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. A lot of these plays end up moving on us pretty quickly. So if your notifications are on, you'll be able to jump right on these plays before they get removed or they get bumped. As long as you like what we're getting into. You know, it's always up to you in the end. We're just going to give you a little bit of analysis, tell you what we're getting into, and then you make the decision on whether or not you want to play it. All right. Also, as usual, if you guys don't mind continuing to help us push up to that 9,000 subs mark, the best thing you can do to support the channel is just like this video. So if you appreciate what we're doing here, if you don't mind just liking the video, that's literally the best way to help support the channel. And we really appreciate it. You guys have been helping us grow so fast, and it's been awesome for Jordy and I. So we can't thank you enough for that. All right. So the plays we're going to be getting into, I'm going to be getting into Dejounte Murray. I like him for more than 4.5 rebounds. And then I'm going with Lauri Markkanen for over 11.5 rebounds and assists. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be going with Jalen Johnson for over 11 rebounds and assists, 11.5, and Malik Beasley for over 11.5 points and assists.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into our recap and breaking down these plays, we want to tell you guys about our new partner, Chalkboard. It's another betting platform for sports that we've been really enjoying. And we're still getting to know it, you know, to be honest with you. They're a new company. We had heard about them, and then we were in contact with them, and we're talking about getting to know their platform, because we've been wanting to expand into other platforms, and Chalkboard won't be the last one. We started this channel with Prize Picks, and we love Prize Picks, but we want to diversify the type of platforms we're using. So Chalkboard was the next up for us, and we're loving it so far. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more like Sleeper in the sense that there's no flex plays. You have to hit all of your props to hit, to cash. But the thing I love about it that I don't see other platforms doing is they let you set your own lines. So you can build your entire slip off of alternative lines. If you're, you know, like for example, like I could take this Lauri Markkanen rebounds and assists at 11.5. I could bump that all the way down to like 9.5 or 7.5. And they do each prop will have its own multiplier. So if I bumped it up to 13.5, it's going to give me a higher payout because that's harder to hit, you know? So anyways, it's been a lot of fun. I was able to make a 100x 5-man slip the other day, and it didn't hit, but it was fun to take a shot on something like that. They also have bets as low as $1 per play, which Prize Picks used to do on Wednesdays. They used to, like, tomorrow would be happy hour. But in this case, they took that away, I think earlier this year. But they let you do that at Chalkboard, so you can make just dollar bets. And so that's the way I like to use it. I don't go too crazy with the amount I'm spending on Chalkboard. I'll go like $5, $10, but then sometimes I'll just make a bunch of little slips for like $1 a piece just for fun. So anyways, if you're interested in checking that out, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 as well. To get $200 if you deposit $100. You just want to use code BACKDOOR when you are making your first deposit. And there's a link in the description of the video if you want to check that out. And we've been posting plays in our Discord. We've been giving out a few plays here and there on our community section of our YouTube, which I apologize, guys. I told you tonight I would put one on, and I just got behind on time, and then the games were starting, and I didn't get one out. But I'll definitely try to get you guys one tonight for tomorrow's slate. I'll post it in the community section. All right, so let's get into our recap. For, was it the night? Yeah, so the night game, or the night video, I took Joel Embiid for over 48.5 PRA. He ended up going for 58. I got a little bit worried when I heard that so many of the Nuggets were a game time decision, but they ended up playing. I thought he would hit this either way, but I just really wanted him to have to play his full minutes. But luckily they played. So he went for 58. And then Grayson Allen, oh my gosh, that dude is my hero. Like he's the only reason my Suns had a chance in that game against the Kings, and I can't believe we came all the way back. I still say that's the comeback of the year on the NBA season. If anyone can think of a better game that there was a better comeback, just put it in the comments. But I can't think of a better. Like we were down by 20 twice, and then in the fourth quarter rallied all the way back for the win. But anyways, Grayson Allen's the reason that we even were able to do that. We took him at 19.5 PRA. He went for 40. He cashed this in the first quarter. It was incredible. But all right, Jordan, you want to get into yours?
Yeah. Not as good of luck on my end, but not a total bust either. I took Sabonis for over 7.5 assists. He went for 12. He got this done pretty early in the first half. And then we also took Bradley Beal. He just had a terrible night. Honestly, all the Suns had a pretty bad night, to be honest. Like, yeah. I watched that whole game and like they looked terrible. And then
except for Grayson,
yeah. Grayson looked great. He had 6 threes in the first quarter. So I mean, he was just lights out. Yeah, I was like, holy crap. But Bradley Beal, he couldn't get it going. He looked bad early, and then he just got gun shy. Like he took 3 threes in the first half and went 0 for 3. And he only went 6 for 14 in the entire game. He only had 13 points. So just a terrible shooting night. He ended up going 0 for 4 from 3-pointer. So yeah, just unfortunate that he wasn't able to get that done for us. I would have taken this play multiple times though. I wasn't mad by the play. Like he's been on a heater, and he just had a bad night. So it just happens. I've been getting unlucky with these bad shooting nights. It's irritating me, but it's all right.
Yeah, it happens. We'll bounce back here. Sabonis cashed his pretty quick too. He got that done fast on those assists. Was that was from the night video that you took Sabonis, or was that for the day video? Am I getting ahead of myself?
That was the night video that I took Sabonis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the day video, I took Jalen Williams over 26.5 PRA. This was favored to the under, and I didn't know why, but it was actually on Chalkboard at 24.5, and I bumped it up to 26.5 to get that extra multiplier. And he ended up going for 35. He had a great night. And then we took Kawhi Leonard for over 10.5 rebounds and assists, and he went for 12, so he cashed on that as well. And what for some, I don't know why I thought Sabonis was your day pick, but what were your 2 day picks?
So in the day, I took Nurkic for over 11 rebounds. Thank God he got this done in the first half, because he did not sniff any playing time, because they went small. They went with that, like they call it like their stealth lineup, where they go really KD small. Yeah, and he played great defense tonight. Like I was super happy with the effort all of them put in at the end. Honestly, like they played great, but Nurk got it done early for us. He played good. You know, if it wasn't for them getting torched, he would have played more minutes, but he didn't need it. He got 15 rebounds in 27 minutes, so pretty happy with his performance. And then Josh Giddey, this came down to a minutes thing. I took him for over 20.5 PRA, and he had 17, but he only played, 19 minutes? I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I'm going to have to just stay away from him, I guess, because, like, I was looking at his minutes today, and I was talking to the Russo about it last night, and I was like, well, he's getting like 24 to 26 minutes a game. And, like the whole controversy thing or whatever's going on hasn't really affected his play. He's honestly gotten better over time. So I felt really comfortable with his PRA being at 20.5. He just went for a triple-double in 17 minutes a couple of days ago. So I was like, yeah, I think we're safe. And yeah, he was on a roll too. He was playing great when he's in there getting rebounds, and, he scored, I think, 9 points. So he just didn't get enough time. So that was really, really weird. But, is what it is. He was getting booed pretty hard in that stadium.
It was so hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like, if he would touch the ball, that place would erupt. I could not believe it. But how many minutes did you say he played?
19 minutes. So I know.
He still went for 17 PRA.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna get booed in the comments now because of the coaching.
Well, I couldn't believe it, because we were texting each other. We were like, did Giddey get hurt? Why is he not in the game? He was being so productive.
Yeah.
But to go for 17, it's like if he would have gotten 24 minutes, he would have probably went for like at least 23 PRA, 24 PRA. Well, he was being very productive.
Yeah, when I text you that, the third quarter was ending and he had 14 minutes played. So I don't know what was going on with him tonight or what that was. He looked fine. He didn't look hurt or anything. So I don't know. That was just a rough one.
I'm not saying it's because of that, but they ended up losing that game, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you have a dude who's being productive while he's in, but anyways, let's get into these plays. Cool. We're getting so close, man. It's like I'll start to get on a roll, and then some of Jordy's picks won't hit, and then he'll go on a heater, and then some of my picks won't hit. But we're gonna get it together here, and we're gonna start. We're ready for a heater. We're due for a heater. So let's start tonight. For my two plays, Dejounte Murray, I feel really good about this. Let's take a look at his over/under. So for this game, we have a 233 over/under with only a 3.5 advantage to the Hawks. So we shouldn't have to worry about any sort of blowout type of stuff, anyone getting sad or anything like that. I say that, but we just came off like a week of terrible blowouts. So fingers crossed, nothing happens. But I do feel good about that as far as that goes. And I mean, just look at all this green. He's done this 8 out of 10 games, and he's gotten 6 more often than he's gotten under that, 6 or more. And he just went for 13 against San Antonio. So he does have a difficult matchup here with Orlando. Orlando's a tough team, and they're second in rebounds allowed to point guards. But this dude just went for 13. So, and he's gotten 6 more often than not. So I'm totally comfortable with 5. So I'm going to be taking that for the over. And if we hop over to Daily Grind, they have this really juice to the over, 54.16% odds to hit the over. And they have it at a minus 139. That's one of the highest I've ever seen DG give out. Everyone else has the super juice, 135 or higher. And I honestly don't really care that much about odds anymore. I used to love to confirm plays with it. And yeah, sure, it's exciting to see all of these odds heading in one direction, but I've seen so many terrible odds at this point that I'm like, this is just a little bit of icing on the cake. Like, I don't make my decisions based on this anymore. So I'm going to be taking the over there. Tough matchup, but 5 is easy for someone who gets 6 more often than not, and then just went for 13. So feeling good about that play. My next play is going to be Lauri Markkanen over 11.5 rebounds and assists. If we hop over to this over under, this should be a good game. We got a 242.5 over under. Jazz favored by 4. Jazz could honestly, if there's any concern about a blowout, to me right now it's the Jazz running away with this. They've been playing great ball. I still don't think they're getting the respect they deserve from the odds makers. But I think that if they do turn this into a blowout, it's going to be because Markkanen already hit this line. If we hop over here to Outlier, and we just look what he's been doing lately, especially these last 5 games. He's gone over this 4 out of his last 5, and then the game he missed it by 1. We have a great matchup here. 20th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed, and that's specifically to power forwards. He does play the 5 sometimes too, but more often than not with Kessler back, he's running at the 4. So killer matchup for someone who's been just crushing this. I was thinking about taking his PRA, but he's been scoring so well. They have the line pretty high, and it's an even tougher matchup in the points. As you can see, 9th in points allowed. So I'm just going to roll just the RA alone. Feel good about that. And if we hop over to Daily Grind, they actually have this favored to the under, and this is exactly what I was talking about with the odds, where I don't let it sway me. They have it at just under 52% odds to hit the under at a minus 128, and then we've got minus 120 or higher to hit the under on everywhere else. And you guys know how we do it. We're going to show you if a play we're taking is favoring the under too. We want to be as transparent as possible with these picks, but I'm absolutely taking this over. If I just show you what he's been doing lately and the matchup he has, that's all I need to see. Make me feel comfortable with taking this. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get into my plays here, so first of all, I'm going with Malik Beasley for over 11.5 points and assists. This is just really low for what he's capable of. It's a little bit of a tough matchup. They're 4th allowed in points allowed to shooting guards, giving up 25.4 though. So I mean, it's not really too low. And then 8th in assists allowed, giving up 5.8. he's not really a guy to get a whole bunch of assists, but he does get a couple here and there in some of these games. So his points and assists are set 1 point higher than his points. So you can go with either one you like, but I always like to get that extra value of assists on top. So I'm going with his points and assists here. It's a tough matchup, but he just did this against them 8 games ago. He went for 15 points against them. He hit like 4 threes in that game. So he's very capable of doing this. I'm a big fan of Thug Shake. So I'm going to be taking his points assists here. And then my next play. Oh, let me show you that on DG as well. This is juiced to go over. 52.8% chance to go over. They have it at a minus 133. So they really like this to go over. His points are at a minus 125 and a 51.4% chance. So they agree with me on that one. And then my next play here, I'm going with Jalen Johnson for his rebounds and assists over. It's set at 11.5, which is just pretty low for what he's capable of too. He's getting a whole bunch of minutes, 30 plus every game almost, and he's gone over this 6 out of 10 games. And it's a pretty good matchup for him against Orlando. They're pretty tough, but there is a discrepancy here with what they're giving up to small forwards. And they're ranked 12th in rebounds allowed and ranked 12th in assists allowed. So we've got good value here. And he's awesome, man. In the last game, he went for 10 rebounds, 7 assists. As you can see here in this game against Philly, he went for 16 rebounds, 7 assists. He has burned us before, but those were just off games. These guys have off games sometimes. I can't stress that enough. Like, these plays are always juiced, and sometimes they just don't hit. Sometimes they're not juiced, and we take shots at them because we've watched the games and they look good on paper. But how many times has Russo taken Markkanen when he's used to go under and the guys just crush the line? Like, it's a thing. So if you look at Jalen Johnson here on DG, his rebounds and assists are juiced to go over at a minus 135 and a 53.26% chance to go over. So I really like these two plays. You can take whatever ones you want, but these are the ones I feel really good about. So that's the two I've got, bro.
All right. Well, I feel great about these. As always, we already have these locked in. They're already over in our Discord for our members to get an early jump start on these in case they move. But I'm feeling great about this. I hope we have a 10-game slate. This should be a lot of fun. We are going to have some matchups that we want to get into that we're going to probably have to try to avoid because of the blowout potential. But there's going to be plenty of value to be had, just like there is tonight. So we will catch you guys tomorrow in the Daily Show. But before we get out of here, if you want to check out the tools from Daily Grind, they've been the best company to work with, honestly, because they give us a good product that is just, it speaks for itself. It's I can't say enough about the DFS optimizer, the correlation tool, and just who they are as a company. They're really good people, and we love working with them. They're giving all of our viewers 25% off. So if you want to check out any of these tools, just use code BACKDOOR and they'll give you 25% off of your first month of any of the tools they offer. So yeah, there's a link in the description of the video for that. We were very excited to be working with Outlier now. If you want to try Outlier free for 7 days, just go through the link in the description of the video and they'll give you a 7-day trial. So you can utilize all of these tools that we do. I love Outlier as far as the statistical analysis. They're just unmatched. They make it so easy and it's like visually appealing. You can quickly see what they're showing you and you can adjust with alt lines and whatnot. So definitely check them out as well. If you want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description as well. Just check out the description. There's a bunch of stuff to get into. But guys, we really appreciate you. We're excited. We're both kind of getting over a little bit of a cold type of thing, but the energy's coming back and we're excited for tomorrow's daily show. So we'll see you there.
All right. Good luck, guys.